Hey friends, welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
On this episode, we'll be reviewing Perry Mason episode 4 called Chapter 4. Let's just get right in and begin with Sister Alice, because I tend to like to start with her.
She's my favorite, actually.
Yeah, that actress, Tatiana Maslany, is my favorite. She's so good. So it begins with her recovering from that seizure. And I was so caught off guard by that cute little innocent looking girl bringing her a box of snakes.
Yes. Like,
that was scary. There's a lot of extremists involved with that church, huh?
Yes. So now they're totally like split, right? They either still love her or they really hate her.
The Lord refutes you. Is what they were saying. Yeah. And the church elders are only concerned for the financial health, not her health.
Yeah, that shot of them all white men standing back there and saying like the stuff about hysterical women and not letting them run this.
We can no longer afford to teeter on the whims of hysterical women.
Ooh, I was so mad.
Oh my God, poor Birdy too, her mom. Because basically they're like, they want her back in the pulpit now, and like, if you don't comply, we're going to cut you off.
Yeah.
So Birdy kind of had no choice.
Yeah, but they want her to like take back what she said. And Birdy was like, so we learned some interesting things, like that the church was founded on like the messages that she hears in her head.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't know that that's what the church was all about.
I didn't know that either.
Right? And now they don't want her to like say it. They want her to take it back. So now they're trying to control it. And then she said, Sister Alice said to her, what happened in Oklahoma? What happened in Oklahoma?
But what happened?
Now we need to know that. There's a lot of questions there. They love to throw in these little questions so that we can be like, what?
I know. It was kind of nice to see the mother-daughter dynamic between the two of them. You know, she's like, let me take care of you. I'm your mother, but also like, be a good girl and don't spout that stuff. So, you know, it was going that way when she comes out and she greets the people, you know, her followers, and then she's like basically like blah blah blah, forget about the resurrection, blah blah blah, and then that one man comes out and gives her that blanket, just like revives her.
I know.
And he's like, well, if he's gonna be resurrected, he's gonna be cold. And she's like, yep, that's right, I'm doing it Easter Sunday.
Oh my gosh, you know, it just reminded me of like the shroud of like Jesus Christ, like it was kind of like a metaphor or something. And then she draws the connection to like the resurrection and Easter.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's brilliant. Yes, I do.
Oh, I wonder. So, because I felt like, even though the whole resurrection, that really creeps me out, but when she was just reading from the paper and she was devoid of all charisma, I felt really bad. Like I missed her.
I know.
And then she came back.
Yeah, no, she's back. And I think that's better. I mean, she's in a lot of trouble, but her followers are going to follow her wherever, right? So she'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, let's shift gears here and let's talk about the dynamic duo, Perry and Pete. I think they're so funny together.
Yes.
And them taking Virgil, the coroner. Oh my gosh. Virgil. They're like, I know. They're like getting him drunk. They're like showing him a good time and talking about their stories. And then they lead him to like the basement of the house with like a corpse in there.
Like to do his work.
A proper autopsy. Yeah. So there's George lying there naked and dead. And he, of course, Virgil's like, what the heck? But I don't know. It seemed like he wanted to be cool, like in the boys club, but also like, this is out of my, I can't do this.
Even this is too weird for me.
Right, exactly. And then I love it when he ends up on his table anyway later, and he's like, damn it. Yeah.
Like, how do they make something like that funny? But they totally did.
They did. Yeah, exactly. Do we still need to keep seeing this corpse? I feel like I've seen his dead naked corpse like 1,000 times.
It probably cost a lot of money. So they want to make it worth it.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But yeah, I really like them together. And then when they find out there's like that skywalk bridge that like leads to that place where oh God, what's his name? The Dodsons, Emily and Matthew, where they were like waiting to get their baby back. And then that's when they go into that little like Elks Club. Elks Lodge?
Yes. It's like a men gather there and like smoke cigars and do stuff that women are not allowed to do.
Right. And of course, there's Sergeant Ennis.
Uh-oh.
So I was kind of surprised and relieved at the same time to see that he had a daughter. I don't know, it made him more human, but also like he's still a bad person, of course.
He's up to no good, obviously. It's all very suspicious.
And I just like that power move of Perry, just coming and just seating himself right next to him, and he's like, gotcha, like checkmate.
Yep.
But he plays it off so well, like convincingly, but as soon as Perry gets up, you see Sergeant Ennis's face, he's like, oh man, he's on to me. Yeah. So, there's this whole thing with Perry and Pete, but there's like a fourth man.
Yes.
Right. And so I was excited for like this case to like get going, because EB is just, he's going down. And even after seeing that EB is actually underwater, he couldn't get that bank loan for Emily's bail, all this stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is getting really bad. And I literally said out loud, this case is going to kill him.
Yes.
Were you thinking that? Like, it's taking him down.
I was like, I was like, he is losing it. He has nothing left. And then I thought, oh no, because then he said he was going to like fight for Emily. So maybe it was going to be okay. But then.
What a touching scene between him and Emily in the cell. And John Lithgow, I mean, there's no surprise. He's an amazing actor, but like just to see the fragility in him and like he starts to get emotional and she's emotional, and the way they shot it and the close-ups was so well done.
And I like him and Della. The fight with him and Della when she was like, act like a lawyer and those associates, that's me. And I was like,
I know, I kind of was like,
for him.
I know. It's like kicking him while he's down.
Yeah.
I know. I really felt for him in this episode. And then, of course, to see the tragic end. But it was like beautiful the way he like prepared his hummingbird feeder. And then he was like getting ready and he sat and he looked at the hummingbird as he was breathing in the gas.
So are you certain that he's going to die? You don't think someone's going to like open the door, come get him?
I'm not certain. I was trying to get some clues when I saw the previews for next week. I didn't get anything.
I did too.
Yeah, so I actually put in my notes his attempted suicide because we don't know.
Yeah, I put a question mark.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yes. But just that he's like at his wit's end because he, when he was with, when he got that information, that intel from Perry, and he felt like, yes, I could do this. The fourth man, the Dentrix, he goes to Barnes and he's like, I got you. And he just felt so like alive again. And then Barnes, of course, comes back and he's like, no, I have evidence that you had misappropriated funds from former clients, and basically blackmails him. And he gives him 3 options: a plea deal, trial, or disbarment. So yeah, he was just, I mean, I get that there was nowhere else for him to go. And oh my gosh, when he was talking to Perry and Perry's taking his shoes off, and then like, he's basically just like, when all your friends are dying, and he said like your nose hair as long as your arm, and just.
That was really sad.
So sad. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with him.
Yeah.
Hope he's okay, but he and Della are not doing well. That relationship is.
Oh no, she's mad. Oh, speaking of Della though.
Yes.
So does she live in like a house with several boarders? Is that what we are learning about her, right?
So we didn't really get much from it, but yeah, we also learned that she's got a lady lover.
Yeah. I know. I thought that was interesting. So at first you couldn't really tell, like, who are these people? Why do they live together? But it seems like maybe they all like rent rooms in this common, like this house. But then we realized that she actually has a relationship with this woman.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
I wonder if we'll see more about that, or
I saw a little bit in the preview. I saw the love interest.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
She didn't say anything. I just saw her.
Right. Well, then there's some extra stuff, like we got to see Perry talk to his son.
Oh,
I know. So that was really sweet. And then it was broken up by that guy, Chubby Carmichael, coming to seek revenge. I was afraid for him for a minute.
I thought he was going to beat him up way worse than that, because in the phone booth.
Kind of thought so too. Yeah. So, this show is very like ensemble driven, despite the name Perry Mason, because he wasn't in a lot of this episode.
No, you're right.
But I'm usually not a fan of that, but I like it. I love everyone. I mean, just the acting alone is amazing. And the characters are interesting.
We got to see Lupe a little bit, but what I liked is that he kind of shared a little bit about why he's so attached to that house. And that kind of humanized him too, like learning about his brother and his family.
Yeah,
So, I don't know.
exactly. Just so we know what this farm means to him, because she wants to buy it.
Mhm.
And yeah. So are they dating? Like, is this
I
like a
mean,
relationship?
they definitely are an ongoing thing, but like what the feelings or emotions are really unclear.
I can't tell. Okay, so you
Yeah.
can't tell either.
No, I
Yeah.
can't tell for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I
Hmm.
really don't know. I
Well, either
am
way.
still thinking though, because whenever I see her, I think about like the kind of racial undercurrent. And then remember last week we talked about how Sister Alice is adopted, and we detected like the Spanish speaking.
Yes.
Now they're like resurrecting the children, the baby, and then I think it was Lupe who said Los Muertos, and then like
Yeah.
Day of the Dead. It's like
Yeah.
about the dead children, and I was like, how's this all gonna come together?
The
It
connections.
hasn't quite come together, but every episode we just get like little hints of that stuff. But I
Yeah.
remember hearing her say Los Muertos, and I was like, what
You're
is this?
right. Good catch.
I don't know
Yes,
yet.
indeed. Well, yeah, that's all I have for this episode.
Yeah,
But
same here. I feel like we just learned a lot of like little things, and we just have to like see what happens next and see what happens with EB.
EB, I know. Just
Yeah,
what I was starting to feel for him.
because he doesn't know about Innis yet, right? He doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, I don't think he knows that part yet.
Because
No, he
maybe
just knows.
Perry will come and be like, "Hey, I have some information," and then I'll be
Yes,
back
because
out of
he
the
only
room.
knows about the dentures and the blood stain,
Mhm. Yeah,
going up. Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
so maybe.
Hopefully he'll save the day.
I hope so.
All right. Well, that's all we have. Please let us know what you thought of the episode, and comment, like, and subscribe, please. And we'll see you next time when we review episode 5 of Perry Mason. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.